I was actually once driving my date home, and she said to me, "I don't need a man." I said, "Are you sure?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "So get the car and hitchhike." Turned out she got kidnapped. And that's a great example of why women need men.
This post was fact-checked by proper OK Gates. What the soldiers you waffling about?
What did he just say? Now, first of all, I don't even think that story's true.
Me neither.
But let's pretend for a second that it is. Because I don't even think he realized that he just proved the point of all the women who he was trying to insult. So let me get this straight. He used the example of that woman depending on him for a ride home as proof that women really need men. But you weren't that woman's only mode of transportation. And she was probably only in your car because you promised her a safe way home. In fact, she probably has a nicer car than you with a lower car payment sitting in her driveway.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Okay, first of all, I have never ever met a woman with a nicer car than me that she actually paid for with her own money. Second, I'm 99.99% sure that story is a lie. But if I were to pretend it's true like you are, telling the man you went out on a date with, that paid for the date and is now driving you home with his own car that was built by other men, that you don't need a man, is extremely disrespectful.
You're goddamn right.
And guys, burn this into your brains. You as men are not obligated to accept disrespect from anyone, regardless if she has female anatomy and especially if it's on your property. Therefore, you have every right to say, "Get out of my car," if she disrespects you. And since she doesn't need a man and she owns a much nicer car than you do, logic dictates that she also makes more money than you. Therefore, she can afford a cell phone. Therefore, she can call an Uber. Therefore, her safety is no longer your concern.
This chain of logic is correct, and what is correct is sacred.
How do you feel about a 35-year-old guy dating like a 19-year-old girl?
I don't know. I just think, like, that's just weird, you know? I would just never consider that. And if a guy, like, is not getting with his age, then that just makes me think that he can't pull in his age category.
Yeah, that's all well and good, sweetie. Now, allow me to blow your mind. You don't live in Afghanistan. You live in the United States of America. In the United States of America, women pick the men that they date. Women decide who gets laid. Women decide who gets born. So, if you see a 19-year-old woman dating a 35-year-old man, it's because she decided to date him. For example,
I won't even look at a man unless he's at least 10 years older than me, so he's got to be older than me as well.
What do you like about an older guy?
I feel like men mature a lot slower than women, so I need someone who's emotionally mature, and I feel like they're a lot more experienced in bed, at least most of the time. So I like that.
And that's important.
Yeah, I need the experience.
Also, it's funny how women love to shame men for dating younger women, but they never shame young women for dating rich older men instead of men their own age. Maybe they can't pull men their own age. Maybe it's all the hypocrisy that the government puts in the water. Or maybe it's just plain old gold digging.
Propaganda tool.
So I love public.
What's the fascination with public?
I don't get it.
If you're ever going to do public, Miami, cops love you, will stop you, be like, I just stopped you because I want to see what's going on and get a picture. And it's happened to me so many times. Like, they'll be all, Phoenix, oh my God, can I get a photo? And I'm like, yeah, I got you.
You know, guys, I'm curious. If you were a cop and you saw Phoenix here getting her back blown out in a park, you know, where kids go to play, would you be like, oh my God, Phoenix, can I, take a picture of your meat holster for eggplant self-polishing purposes?
Pathetic.
Or would you be more like,
I guarantee you a sentence of life in an ISO cube without parole.
Miami cops are a little bit nice.
Negotiations over.
Let me know in the comment section.
I'm 23 and I've never had a boyfriend, and this is why I think I've always been single my whole life. First of all, I'm like just an awkward person. I also am like just the biggest closeted romantic, and I have the most delusional ideas about like how I'm gonna meet somebody or like what they're gonna be like. Like he's gotta be all of these crazy things that I have in my head.
Just like a woman.
And they're just not realistic, and I know that. But does that mean that I'm gonna change my ideas and not be looking for that? No, like my standards are like up here. Like, I've just read way too many romance books. I've watched Pride and Prejudice like way too—
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
You know, sweetie, we really don't care. But here's something that you lovely ladies might want to care about. Twitch star Amaranth reveals she has been diagnosed with late-stage ovarian failure at age 29.
What?
A popular Twitch star has been diagnosed with late-stage ovarian failure at age 29. Caitlin Siragusa, who goes by Amaranth online, took to Twitter to share her devastating health condition, which occurs when the ovaries stop functioning as they should before age 40.
I am inevitable.
Well now, who would have thought that spending her 20s partying, drinking, and riding the carousel would eventually come back to bite her in the meat box?
Bruh.
Maybe now, you lovely ladies understand why the 35-year-old man is dating the 19-year-old woman. But listen, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. Far from it. You want to wait for the perfect guy who ticks all the 962 boxes on your perfect guy checklist. You go right ahead and do that. But the thing is, the wall really is inevitable, and sometimes it's early.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.